Hello.
Hello, hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear
Yeah,
you.
so I always have to check as like I just had the Windows update and it messed up again all my audio devices everywhere and it was
Yes.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's why I got some of it like probably might be the same, but the only thing I got different was the background.
Mm. Ah yeah,
And I was like, what
actually.
happened here? Where is my cat?
Mm. They deleted your cat. But they did something. I don't know. I'm not pretty good with checking the updates, but the colors look different on my screen, and many things look a bit different, which is pretty cool. But it's like, and now it's another update that they are asking for it. So how
Oh
many
yeah,
updates?
okay.
There are
It's good.
many updates. Yeah. Okay, so I guess let's get started. This topic,
Yeah.
actually, you chose this topic with self-image and internal conflicts, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So
I don't. My
yeah,
memory is
you
lacking lately.
you chose it. I remember we did when we discussed about it, and um yeah, I guess let's start first with the self image, and um and see what do you think you look like. This
What do
is
you think? Oh my god. Ah, like the last post, to be honest, I actually had some time to think about my whole year in quarantine, but this time I've been literally reading way so much that my mind is just restless. And
okay.
you give me a little bit to think about that question. You start first. If that's
Okay.
okay for you.
Okay, I can start. To be honest, at this moment, I don't think I look like anything. Like I don't think I'm like, um how can I say? I don't compare myself to how I used to be before, like thinking that, oh, I'm not pretty enough or that I'm not smart enough or comparing myself to others. Um so now I guess I'm just like I don't really take that much into account this like chatter in my head where it's like um trying to tell me like, oh, you have to do more of this so you can be more attractive, or you have to um I don't know, get more knowledge in this topic so you can be like others or whatsoever. Now I'm not doing this anymore. I'm more relaxed and just like um accepting myself as I am. That doesn't mean that I'm not gonna work to like improve myself, but I would not see that these steps towards like improving myself are there are steps to like that has to be done in order to um feel better about myself, I guess. So now I'm just like, this is who I am. This is how I was born. Like, it's nature. Um, and like if a flower comes out, for example, like, one is a bit more dry, one is more colorful, one is like, will you try to make each one to look the same? Like, each one of them will have the same beauty. So I guess
Hmm.
it's just how we look at us first of all, and what type of filters, which we should not have any filters, and just look at us as we are, and the same towards others, I guess. Yeah.
So let me ask you something. The way you look at yourself in the mirror, you will say it's like a reflection of your inner image?
um Not really, because you see, the moment, what I noticed with myself, the moment I was creating an image about myself, I always wanted to like stick to that image,
Mm.
and I wasn't allowing myself to be different or something else than that image. So I wasn't that was a barrier towards me actually getting to know myself under that image that I was just like clinging onto it. So now when I look in the mirror, to be honest, it's just like I just look like I don't make any label on myself, or even like I used to get these things on my face, which maybe you see. They used to bother me. Now they don't bother me anymore. Or for example, I'm letting my eyebrows grow. This is one example, because I do want to be.
You're letting your eyebrows roll.
Yes, yes,
Nice,
I let them
nice.
grow, and
Yes.
because because I used to be really like, oh my god, get the eyebrows. Oh, my eyes don't look pretty enough, and so I'm like, I just arrive at the point like this is very stressful. And to be honest, now although my eyebrows are a bit more, you know, just they're just eyebrows, yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm not like anymore judging myself that, oh my god, your eyebrows, it's a bit too hairy, or like I actually love how it looks. It looks so natural, and I really think I'm freaking beautiful as it is with them, to be honest, without like trying to change them and so on. Um, so yeah, I guess I'm just looking at myself just without putting any label at the moment.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just it's like, oh yeah, you're here. Good.
You're here. You're existing.
Yeah.
That should be enough for you.
Yeah, but I mean, like, because there will be days when I will look a bit more angry, and there will be days when I'll be more happy. And
Mm.
sometimes the energies that we carry with us will also like show on our faces. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, I don't like you now because you are a bit angry and you look moody. Because I mean, let's be serious. If a baby cries or he's angry, will you be like, oh, I don't want you now because you are angry? you know so kind of the same thing, I think, towards us. We have to be like, okay, I understand you're a bit angry, but I still love you the way you are. This
Mm.
is It's okay to be angry. and then actually and then actually, by accepting all these parts of you, let's say your demons and all these um how can I say, all these things that you say are not normal or they are not beautiful or whatever, then you will actually start seeing it that it's part of who you are. And if you don't accept it, then you do have these conflicts, which we will get further into it. But
Right.
yeah.
You seem pretty content. That's good. That's good.
I am. I am really content. Like, I'm happy.
Very good. Very
Yeah.
good. I'm very glad.
So I guess I gave you enough time to think.
I wasn't thinking. I was listening.
Uh,
but no, but it's okay. Actually, if anything, I was going between this either my physical image or my inner image. Oh, how you say persona image.
mm.
Um, I do care a lot about my physical image, but for a healthy reason. Like I like to take care of about myself, but sometimes I can be lazy, obviously. But we're gonna leave that apart, okay? Now, as my persona, while I don't compare too much myself, like when I was young, I do think that I like myself a lot, naturally. If anything, I'm just trying to unpack things that doesn't belong to me, if that makes sense. Because sometimes, or more or less, more in my past, I will be more like a people pleaser, and that goes more towards my family. But yeah, it's just that's just a work in progress. To be honest, it's something I can. If I go into details, it will be no end. But basically, yeah, yeah. At my age right now, I'm actually liking the journey I'm going through. Going through, like, okay, I have these dark sides, let's say, which I was constantly suppressing them. And now that I'm willing to know more about them, I'm feeling more at peace with myself.
Mm.
And lately, I've been noticing that people are a little bit shocked, like, "Why are you doing this out of nowhere?" And I said, "Because I can." And it's refreshing to do things
Can you
like
give
that.
an example?
Mm, let me think. It's not directly related, but when I'm seasons when I need to be with on my bubble, I literally shut down everything. I shut down from people, which maybe is not really that healthy. I could just literally say, "Hey, I need some time alone, so don't worry, I'm okay." But I have the bad habit that don't say anything, and it doesn't mean anything bad. I just don't say anything. I just delete myself from everywhere, and I don't talk. And then I just in my world trying to meditate, to think about what I've been going through lately or stuff like that, and that's how it goes. But I don't know. Maybe it's just moments, just moments.
Yeah, I think I completely understand you because like I think by just like you kind of like disappearing and not like disappearing. You're disappearing from, around and you go
Yeah.
inside um to connect back with you. And I have the same thing, and I will tell you my personal reason why I don't let people know why I'm gonna disappear. I don't feel that I own anything to anyone, to be honest, any explanation. And
Mm.
many, many times, I mean, I'm saying, hey, I'm gonna disappear a little bit because I need to. And then it's gonna start a whole new conversation. Oh, is everything okay with you? Oh, and then you're like, I don't know what to answer to this. I just want to disappear, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know? so,
Yeah.
so I'm like, just let me go, let me be. And sometimes people, so they just like, want to know, like, which I understand they care. I truly understand they do care and want to know, but sometimes you don't know yourself what's happening with you, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's that's what, I just don't know what to tell you. It is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, like I just need to be in, to listen to that voice inside.
It's basically like that. Um. Oh, I don't know what else I can answer to that question. It's just us about it. I'm just learning about myself, and that's it.
Yeah, it is a process though. It's a process, and but it's
Oh
really
yeah,
good
it's a
that
whole process.
it's really good that you are not that you are looking, and we start accepting ourselves as we are, because like there are many sides of like ourselves that we do push down, because like either we don't want to bother others, or because we are
Mm.
maybe too afraid, or what will they think about me, or even yourself, you will not know what you will discover, and you will just like, maybe I don't like myself after, or
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So it's just like, it's okay. You just have to let everything be as it is. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not that easy, you know. Like
Mm.
either for yourself or for other people. When some people are like, okay, something is going on, and you're like, but why? Oh, it's so funny. It's like you don't want people to bother you, but then you bother people. I don't know if it happens to you, but at least for me, sometimes it's like that. I will like ask my mother, for example, "Are you okay?" She said, "Yeah, I'm okay." Okay, let me expand the question. How are you emotionally, physically, blah, 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 how are you?
There's
And
like
my
a
mom is
whole.
like, okay, okay.
But let me ask you a question. What makes you, first of all, to put this question towards her? What triggered you? What made you think that she's not okay?
Oh, not just my mom, and it can be anyone.
Well, let's just
I
take your mom
guess
for
let's
example.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's say that I have you know you having the habit of having that certain dynamic of
Mm.
talking to someone, and you feel like, damn, something is off. And that's when I ask, "Are you okay?"
Yeah. So
And of
here,
course, it's up
here.
to the other person to actually tell you, "No, I'm not okay." Oh, yeah, I'm okay, I'm fine. Or they're just doing their thing, no? But sometimes I think it's very important to ask, even if that means that the other person don't want to explain the whole thing. But to ask is important, or people to ask you. I like when people
Mm,
actually ask me, "How are you?" Because now it's more like a greeting
mm,
question. It's just like, "How are
yeah.
you?" But it's like like a hello. I literally about to explain, and then the person just passed, and I'm like, "Oh yes, I was about to buy some bread." Okay, another day.
I think I understand what you mean, but it's a bit difficult because sometimes what we are doing is like we get so used with the person to be, it's like you see the person in images and you're creating this whole image that this is how she's acting, this is how she's behaving. And the moment that we see the person a little bit different, we think they are off or something is wrong with them. Um, but that cannot be the case every time, but this can be
No,
one of the reasons. Um,
yeah,
but sometimes yes, people have something with them, but I guess it takes a bit of, let's say, mastery to like, or not mastery, but just like just just look at the person as he or she is, again, like without trying to, maybe yesterday they were like more energetic and laughing, and today they are just a bit more chill and relaxed, and that's it. Like it's another state of being. And
yeah, of course.
yeah. So I think for us as the listener, let's say, or the second person, is just be like, okay, today she's like this, okay. But it's still this person, it's the same person, it's just that
Yeah,
she's having um a
if
different
anything,
mood.
yeah, when my mom is like, "Oh no, I'm just doing this," and I'm like, "Okay," but that it's just that thing of the intuition or the vibe or whatever it is, like something is off,
Mm.
and after a while, because everybody needs their time to cool down,
Mm.
especially when you are going through something. Maybe it's nothing that you can do anything about, but you still need some time to cool down.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
the reason when someone shuts down is okay. This is the reason. I'm like, I just
Mm.
told my parents I want to take a WhatsApp and all my social media that I won't be off from social media during the whole week. And and I didn't give them time to actually ask me what happened. And when I just reinstalled the WhatsApp, my parents were like, "Are you okay?" Or my brother, "Why are you going away disconnected?" And I'm like, "I just wanted to." And then he's like, "Okay."
Yeah.
I miss that. My sister, for example, she's the most a straightforward person I know so far because she's so young and she's so fresh. I will ask her how is this or how are you? What happened with this? She's like, and she just says it, bam. And I'm like, damn, I
It's like
miss being
I'm not
so.
ready for this.
I'm not ready for to be basic. She's been
Oh.
simple and basic, but she's been honest, and that's so refreshing.
Mm.
It's like I want to be like that again. But yeah, whatever.
But we can definitely be like this, and I think the next question, that the second question, is gonna actually go towards this,
Yeah.
because I think your sister, what she's not doing, she's not trying to impress anyone.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's
She's
the thing.
Yeah, she's just like, this is how I am, this is the real deal, take it or leave it, this is how
Yeah.
I'm giving it to you, are you able to take it as it is? If not, fine. But she's telling you, which is really awesome, to be like this
It is.
straightforward. Yeah.
Can
So
I say
yeah,
an anecdote
yeah.
that there's something I really like about my sister, even though it was like because she loves animals and she was having she started like breeding or letting the birds having their how you call kids
Nests,
of birds?
nests.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
breeding.
but
Yeah, breeding.
yeah, breeding and stuff like
Having
that.
a family.
And
Let them have a family.
yes, let them reproduce.
Yes.
It's been trying for a very long time, and this time, for the first time, it was working. They were having a lot of eggs and a lot of little birds, and sometimes they would die, sometimes no. But she wanted to have the typical bird that you have it in the shoulder, like the companion. And maybe I've been a little bit like contradictory because if
Mm.
you want to feel, you want to see a bird being free, you should be able to see the same for a cat or for a dog, for example. And I don't know, for some reason, I just thought that they wouldn't have the best environment to have a lot of birds. But it's not like they say, "Ah, we're gonna have thousands of birds." No. And then I just told her in a very kind of like rude way, damn, you are you're overdoing it with the birds. And then she says, just just like that, whoa, you really sound like you don't have a heart. And I was
Oh man.
just like that. She told me that, and I was like, it was so I
Oh
she's
man, that's
she's 11, but she just say it. And I'm like, wow, she got a point. It wasn't the best way to disagree with her, but she said it like you were actually rude with me, like you have no heart. You could say it another way, and I was actually thankful when she said that.
mm.
Now I remember as something funny, but it was refreshing. It was someone slapping you in the face like you are a terrible person right now.
I guess she made a point though, so it's like I mean, it's not she made a point, but you know, that's how she saw the way that you asked, perhaps, and it's
Yeah,
you know, what type of cruel sister are you, you know? But
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you
yeah,
don't
that's
often hear someone when you disagree with like telling you some. It's like someone telling you you are ugly.
mm,
You are an ugly person right now. And since we are so polite
mm.
towards each other, we don't actually get to be direct with someone. And I don't know, this time when she did that, I was like, I will take that. I will take it. I will take it. I apologize after because I have to. It was the right thing to do.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
damn, it's in here, you
It
know.
hurt.
I will
I
I
can
will I will always remember that.
it seems your ego is very attached now to that.
Yeah. Oh my god. No, but it was nice. It was actually nice. I actually like
Yeah,
it. It was a nice lesson actually.
good, good. I'm glad that you learned. Oh boy. All right, so then let's move to the next question. That was actually a
Yes.
pretty good story, and yeah, your sister, she knows, she knows what she's doing. So
Yes.
yeah, I remember you said before that you are not, you were a people pleaser, but at
Hmm.
this moment, do you think that you still try to impress others?
No. No. I feel more liberated in that way.
Mm.
And that's about it. I don't have anything to add to that. What about you?
Um, myself either. Like I'm like, it's not that I don't care about my actions.
Yeah.
I do care. I'm very like self-conscious about like what I will say and so on without like harming someone.
Mm.
But but I'm not gonna try to please anyone. If I feel something bother me or I feel like something is like, you know, off the line or whatever, I'm not just gonna be like, oh yeah, let me think how can I say to this person that this actually bothers me, but I don't want to make him feel bad. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, you know, I don't care about that thing anymore. I'll just say it as it is. And if that person's ego just gets like hurt, that's his problem and not mine. Um, but yeah, I don't care anymore. I don't care. It's just this is what it is, you know. It's you get the sunshine and you get also thunderstorms. So it's
Yeah.
everything has to be accepted.
And I was thinking, even though one can say, "Yeah, I'm not trying to press people anymore," which is like
Mm.
true, no? That's what you do at the end of the day. There is always exceptions. You always will think about, huh, I'm gonna do this unconsciously. I'm talking like, yeah, maybe if I do this, then this person is gonna like me because you like that person. That makes sense.
Mm.
It was more obvious when you are younger, like in high school, because you don't want to talk in a way, you want to dress in a way, you want to do things in a way that people will think like, damn, this person is actually cool. Now it's different, but I don't think we just let it go completely. Think we will have exceptions during our whole life where we will try to impress someone because we actually like that someone until, well, we have the opportunity to say, maybe I don't need to do this.
Mm.
When you do something unconsciously, you don't notice until you notice.
Um, but actually, now that you brought this up, I'm actually thinking the more you try to like grab somebody's attention, actually, it's just
Mm.
is not working. I
Yeah,
think the
I know,
more
I agree.
yeah, because you desire it so much, and
Mm.
it's not happening because that's not how you know the energy works.
Yeah.
So it's yeah, I guess it's just if you are, again, we go with this thing like don't try to impress anyone, just be you, because then if you are being you, then that person is gonna see who you truly are, and if if he or she will like you, then fine. If it will not, then again it's fine, and life move forward. But I think the moment that we're trying to attract something that maybe even is not for us, sometimes there are
Mm.
like things around us that I would say maybe they are meant to be for us, and some they are not. And the moment that we start forcing it, it's just like we are not letting the um nature do its course. So we just like force it, but nature knows in the end this is not meant for you. You need to go somewhere else. you know So yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's actually very interesting. But yeah, yes.
I guess we can move to the next question because like it's nothing to discuss. We don't need to impress others, so yeah, let's not make feeling in. you know um Oh yeah, this question I really like actually. And you wrote this question. Actually, most of the questions you wrote them, which I'm really really happy to see them because I had no idea how to.
Yeah, and I'm literally here like I don't remember doing that, but
I know.
okay.
Don't worry, I remember. I will give you the credit for them. So yeah, can you name few things that you like about yourself?
um, as a persona, I would say I like my sense of humor. Um, how you call it? So witty, feisty,
Witty? I don't know
feisty. I
those
don't
words.
know. I like to argue. To argue, it is what it is. And when it comes to people, it can have a little bit negative effects, but it can be objective, or
Mm,
what to say, like, instead of having a certain position to look at something, I can see it from above. But that's in like deep conversations and stuff like that. And when I go and dig down, that's three things I really like about myself. If it's about persona, physically, well, I don't know.
No,
That's
let's not talk
question.
physically because
Okay.
it's just a vehicle in the end. But
A beautiful container.
you know, there are trucks out there. There are tiny cars. There are all type of vehicles out there. Um,
Yeah.
and yeah, for me, to be honest, I really really love my discipline a lot. Like I'm so disciplined and strict sometimes to myself. I used to see that as a bad thing, but now that I'm looking better at it, it's actually really good because I am able to obtain myself from many things that you know I know they are not good, and I'm able to say no, and that's it. Um, then I know I'm very caring, although it doesn't look like sometimes from the outside to other people. But I'm very caring, man. Like I do really care about the people and things around me, and I'm very nurturing. This is another thing that I noticed with pretty much everything. And I just like talking with anything. I talk with my food, with my flowers, with my table, with everything. I just like being like grateful for having them. um I actually wrote down my things that I like them about
Ah,
myself.
you wrote it down. Please read them. Please read them.
Yeah, I don't want to read them. I just made key points and I'm just discussing about them. But yeah, another one is I really think I have a really good ability of like setting goals and work
Okay.
hard to like um to attain them. And definitely I love my smile, man. Like I think I have such a amazing smile. Like everybody has a unique smile, but I used not to like it. Uh, but now that I look better, like I'm like I really smile really nice.
Just
It's
like, now
like
that I look better.
yeah, I'm like, and every day I'm like, okay. No, but I will tell you why before I wasn't this was something related to my past childhood because I used to be bullied and people were calling me horse, that I had horse teeth, that I had big teeth or like rabbit teeth or. So I wasn't smiling a lot because like, when you
Mm,
are young you just like believe all the shit that people are telling you until you grow up and you just like you realize it was them in the end that were suffering,
yeah.
and just wanted to make you feel bad. But yeah, now I love my everything. My eyes also. Okay, now I'm talking about physical, but yeah, and I think I'm pretty smart. I'm pretty smart, and I'm very fast at um, expressing um, myself, I guess, um, and the way things come in my mind, which it took me quite some time to do that, but yeah, yeah,
That are five things, my darling.
I can tell you more.
Nice. We are here
I
for
can,
it.
I can tell you more. Oh, okay. I have one more. I have one more. I think I
Oh,
am
let's go.
a great listener also, and I love the fact that I am exploring a lot. I don't just read something and I'm like, oh yeah, that's true. I want to like go deeper and see like, okay, and discover it to myself and see for myself, what is it truth or is not true, and what's the truth for me. So yeah, I'm done.
I wanted to comment on when you were saying about when you were bullied when you were young,
Mm,
and even though bullying also happens when in adulthood,
mm,
I was very old conversation I had with a friend. I was telling her, you know what is funny? When people don't know how to describe, they are either jealous or they dislike something about your persona. They literally go attack your physicals, and you
mm-hmm,
are like, they attack something you cannot change because that you cannot change it unless you go
mm,
on surgery. But that's a part. And people will call you, how you say, the horse,
Yeah,
which doesn't make
horsted.
any sense. Horse teeth, or oh, you black bean, but and you're like
No.
you are when you're small, you are like, damn, they are so mean, and then you cry, but then you think about it like, but why?
Mm.
So
It's like
it's
why they
totally
are doing
interesting.
this.
Yeah, instead of
Mm.
telling you maybe, damn, I don't like the word you're talking because maybe that's rude. No, they go directly for your physical attributes, and you just get baffled like, but how does it even, when you
Mm.
are when you are when you get older, it's like interesting. Very interesting. Doesn't make any sense, but it's interesting anyway.
Yeah, I understand. I think the way I see it is that most of them, people that bully and just like try to harm others, they are actually suffering inside and they have a lot of pain within them. Um,
Yeah.
and that actually made me be much more, I would say, compassionate towards them, and not, not taking, I'm not taking now things personally because I don't identify myself with an image. I'm not
Yeah.
this or that. I am everything. But um yeah, it's just like, I think in these moments when they are like, or even like bullies, like cyber bullies or anything, when they come sometimes in chat, I just don't react anymore. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, I hope you are loved and secure and safe, because they are really suffering. We never know what is behind that screen and what they are
Yeah,
actually going through,
absolutely.
or in their mind or everything. So yeah, it's
Don't feed the trolls. Absolutely, Apis. Absolutely. I don't know, trolls. I mean, at least in Twitch, in this case, when I have trolls, I always will. I get super surprised. Like,
mm,
whoa. Because normally you would think it's all adults in another screen. And yes, as like
yes.
you say, people might be suffering. And that is
Mm.
true. But now you're like, but then when you have to take care on someone you don't even know on the internet, that's just, it's like, I don't know.
But
Sometimes it takes me a little bit time to actually be compassionate and make myself an assumption that someone is going through something.
mm,
Because for me, it's like common sense. Like, if you are feeling bad, then don't go to someone you don't know to bother them. But yes,
yeah,
it's
but you see, this is a bit different because, for example, if somebody comes in chat and says like, "Oh, this is boring," let's say, for example,
yeah.
or whatever, then me, if I will be attached with an image and or an ego and be like, "Oh
Mm.
no, what I'm doing, it's the best thing," and then this person comes and it just destroys everything what you think it is, and
Yeah.
then yeah,
Or
and
tries to.
yeah, and then him on the other side, he maybe has, an internal conflict with himself, or just had a bad day, or I don't know, whatever, man, he's going through. And he just comes here and he's either taking it out on you, or just by getting a reaction from you, he's feeling better. I'm not sure if you understand, but
No,
sometimes,
I understand. I understand. I just paying attention.
yeah, so it's just like, this is tough, but I think if we don't identify, if somebody comes in my stream and says this is boring, I'm like, okay, go somewhere else then. Like, if you don't like it, like, why are you here, like,
Yeah, but that's the thing.
but
I ask myself, what do you need to say something? But
yeah.
if I have to like think about, okay, this person only wants a reaction from me,
Mm.
then it's like, okay, and then what? So
But
that's the
that's how
thing.
that's how they are
Is
feeding.
yes, it baffles me.
I know. At the beginning, to be honest, when I first started streaming, I was annoyed at everything, and
Mm.
I wasn't reacting, but inside me, I was like, when I was getting trolls, and I was like, man, like, really? But then, you don't have a wood. A wood is not a wood without the bad herbs, you know, or bad wood.
Ah, yeah.
How you say grass, you know.
Yeah.
so so you know, this is the same with people, so or everywhere. So yeah, it's
It's
okay. They are there. That's it.
just okay. And that's what was that? That's
All
this is
right,
my comment.
man.
Like what?
Yeah, I know. It sometimes it's shocking, but this, I think, the more we are being aware and be like, okay, you are suffering. I hope you will be loved soon, or sometimes when they don't like themselves, you know, or there's many things behind this, but maybe this for another topic.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
people
we
are
can.
people.
Yeah, that's true. People will always be people, but I guess, would you like to comment something else about this? I think it was
Oh,
about to name things about that we like about ourselves. Do you
yeah,
want to
we.
add something else?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I also have many things that I love about myself, but I was sticking to the question. Three things. No, just there. I'm just kidding.
Three things I like about myself, just three. Make sure you pick the best ones. Oh, you're funny. I have to agree that yes, I do like your sense of humor, and
Thank you.
yeah, don't worry,
Thank you.
it's nothing.
Okay, let me do this
Yes,
question because I like this
go
one.
for it.
Have you seen yourself in other people and became jealous? Not just jealous, but just reflect on you. Like, have you been reflecting yourself on other people?
Could you give an example? Like, as in, what do you mean exactly? You wrote this question though, so
Okay, I will give you an example by an anecdote I have.
okay.
In high school, there was a classmate that he used to be. Well, I don't know how he's been now. I hope he's fine. But the thing is, he was very smart, and he will question everything.
Mm.
And during we were a little group, and we were just talking about things, and he would just come up with the most random questions. And I don't know why it used to piss me off. And
I'll tell you why.
no,
I'll tell
yeah,
you
wait,
why
wait.
after you finish.
And 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 I don't know, but I got like a little period during our year in high school that I would just get pissed just looking at him. And one day I was just at home. I don't know if I was reading a book, I was listening to a show, whatever. But we got this saying that is, in Spanish at least, is the monkey never sees his own tail, but the one in the front. And that's like it's saying that you see your reflection on other people. And for some reason it stuck so hard on my mind that every time after that I will see my classmate, I will see then it's not that I dislike him, but he's doing exactly what I want to do too,
Mm.
because I always question things too. I always come up with the random questions too. So what is he's pissing me off? Maybe because I'm jealous that he's able to do it without thinking about repercussions. And it was so nice. After that, I stopped being so mean to him. and and I also remember when he put that face like, damn, she used to be mean with me. What happened? Did she go to exercise or something? I don't know. So it was nice. It was a nice realization actually. I
Mm.
wanted to do that. Like I would question everything, but I wouldn't voice it out. He would,
Yeah.
and that was
Yeah.
nice. I thought that was actually brave from him. That's my example for you.
Good. Okay. Yes. Now I understand. Yeah. I do not have this. I haven't had this for. Um, I don't know. I haven't had this thing for as long as I remember myself. To be honest, like, um, hmm, I need to think because
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. This is ever in your life has ever felt
Yes,
like
yes,
that.
yes. I think when I was maybe yes younger,
Hmm.
um, and I
Oh,
was seeing like
the
pretty
youth.
girls. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And I
the
was seeing
beautiful
like
youth.
yeah, like because this is when I was like comparing myself and when I was seeing like pretty girls with nails done and with these, and I was pretty much a tomboy. I really like boy stuff, and I still like making them at this point.
Hmm. I
Um,
second that. I second that.
yeah, but
Hmm.
I used to be categorized, and I was a bit jealous, um, like something inside me wanted maybe to be like them because they were like always pretty and they always had like boys around them and whatsoever, and had attraction, but that didn't last it long for me because I actually enjoy what I was doing and I had so much fun. So um yeah, I don't think, to be honest, because I think after the age of 15, to be honest, I started being much more bold and I started like saying things as they are. And as far as I know myself, since the age of 15, 16, I've been speaking very straightforward, um, maybe not very diplomatic either.
Yeah,
um,
well, you learn that, but on the way.
yeah, this you start learning, but I was very like no sugarcoating, no nothing, and very harsh, like a knife. But yeah, I don't think so. Like
Hmm.
no, I don't, I
Well,
don't. Yeah,
it doesn't necessarily have to be about your own persona. It can be about the physical traits, like you just
I
mentioned that
always look good.
you wear. Yeah. Oh.
I never
Let's
compare
go.
myself physically to anyone, to be honest. Would I like to be like that person? Not really, because that means I need to have a surgery or something. I know this is my
Yeah.
body and this is what I had and to work with. But I do admire other people, but I never felt jealous on them, to be honest, or like
Mm.
maybe at one point I was a bit jealous on like not jealous, just that I wanted to be more rich, I guess, or have like more money. Um, and yeah, perhaps that, but that went away also because that's not anymore the ultimate goal for me. So yeah. Oh.
Oh, so the girls with the pretty nails and all that stuff, that was just a phase of teenagers years. Oh, those beautiful years.
Yeah, it's just a phase, I think. Like I think we all go at some point through these phases and
Yeah.
trying to be like others and trying to be liked. When at the end we are pretty awesome as we are. I'm actually cool.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that answers the question. Like we always have those moments in life when
Mm,
we look at someone else and it's like, damn,
yeah.
why am I feeling that way?
Yeah.
Calm
Yeah.
down, girl.
I mean, and even if I will have the chance or possibility to, let's say, change my body, I will not do it because I really love my body. It's,
Mm.
it's, and as you said, you look good as long as you look after yourself. And I think having like a nice body is not about like having, big breasts or nice definition of torso. Can we say torso? Butt?
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm trying
Well,
to speak
torso
a
is
bit
not the
more.
same as a butt, but yes, you can say torso.
Yeah, so it's a body that looks healthy, you know? That looks healthy and it's
And it is healthy because
yeah,
you
it
can
is
look in a
healthy.
certain way and not be healthy too.
Yeah, be flexible and maybe a little bit of strength or yeah. This. How about you?
About me, I
Yeah, how
just
you
think I answer you with the anecdote.
but okay.
Yes, that was my
So we're
time. That
keeping.
was my time. Actually, yes, I think most of the time we feel like this when we are in high school. because it's
Mm.
one of the periods we are so impressionable. We are so
Oh.
easily, oh, wow, by other people or things or anything that is going on.
Mm.
And yeah, it's interesting. Often think about my time when I was in high school because I was just a completely person in that sense, because
Yeah.
you're learning so much. Then I have my siblings that are also they are teenagers, and they tell you things and you're like, wow, I was there too. and and then you have to remind it it's okay, you can feel this way
Mm.
because it's completely fine, it will pass. But
Yeah.
it's totally funny.
Mm.
And I don't know, when I told you the anecdote, I just thought about that because it just stuck with me.
Yeah.
It was a nice lesson. It was a funny anecdote too. To uh, and it was interesting how I was reacting back then because it's like it's not like he owes me anything or I owe him any explanation, but I was certainly sure that I have to change my behavior because it wasn't fair. It's like you cannot be mean with someone for no reason,
Mm.
especially because you are jealous. It's like you'll be like, yeah, sorry, you are a coward or whatever. But imagine.
Yes, but I do agree with you. Like we do like see ourselves in others, and good and bad parts. And I really believe that when we say something towards another person in a
Mm,
mean way or a nice way, either it's something that it's about. I mean, most of the time it's about us. Like
yeah,
when we don't like something in another person, we actually don't like it in us. But
exactly.
yeah, but we just like exteriorize it towards them because like sometimes you don't want to admit that, hey, I need to start working on this thing, or like
Yeah,
yeah.
it's yeah, indeed.
Yeah, so or like for example, you said about your that you want to lose weight or you want to work out. What you said? No.
Never, I never wanted to lose weight, but I do, I just try to stick with the motivation of maintaining my workouts. That's the thing. But losing weight? Oh no, 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 no. As I sometimes attach my self-image with my physical appearance because
Mm.
at the end of the day, this beautiful container is what I have to present to the society. So I need I need to I need to take care of it. If not, it's bad news. Yeah. Yeah. I would say,
Well,
I don't know. If we go a little bit to the physical part, I think everybody goes through so much changes. I don't think I see myself completely different than I used to when I was 15 years old. Um, and if anything, mm, the main thing that actually made me see myself as like, okay, this is you, it was with my hair. It is kind of like your hair. For hair is hair. Well, hair is not just hair for me. Because I grew up so much into a white society. In Venezuela, everything was about appearances, and it still is. And I will grow up hearing my mom and my grandma, man, you have to look this way because this way you will survive. And I wasn't having it in high school. In high school, I would try anything,
mm.
not just to survive, but also to be like about other people. And when I just got my 15, 16 years old, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let my hair be. And I let it out. Because I was always in this hairstyle. And when I let it out, I don't know why, but something shifted on me. I was like, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself.
You own
And
it.
yes, yes, it's
Mm.
actually, even though it's something so superficial, because technically it's just hair, but somehow that image was attached to how I have to perform for other people, how I have to perform to society, and I have to survive. And I was like, but damn, if I can just wear my hair with confidence, then that means I'm just gonna be fine. And it was actually a nice moment. The moment I just went one day with my afro, and then I noticed the world keeps on spinning. So fuck it. So what if I have my afro on? I don't know if you can see, but at least as a black woman, that's my experience. That's how I was prepared for society from my mom's and my grandma's point of view. I needed to be a certain way and look in a certain way to go and thrive on life.
Yeah,
And it was interesting. It was an interesting experiment, and I'm glad I keep on going. And now
yeah.
my mom is in the cult of the afro, and I'm having it, and I'm living it.
Oh man,
Ah,
good, well done on that, really, um, for being brave and gaining your confidence by letting your hair be in its natural way, because like that's natural, like it's curly, it's how it is,
yeah,
um,
it's how it grows out of your hair. So
yeah,
just
yeah, it's
just
it's
embrace it.
it's out of your body, I know, but yeah, I mean the world will keep moving as you said, so you just be you. And but it's hard when you are growing up, as you said, with like being raised in a certain way, and it kind of like you don't really get to know yourself, because like you've been taught so many times how to act, how to be, how to speak, how to walk, how to everything, that you don't know how to be you. You just follow uh a
The
system,
rules.
basically, rules, yeah.
Yeah.
So but the moment we start, looking inside and staying away from everything else, then you start uncovering yourself like an onion, layer by layer. And then you see in the middle, there is a diamond. If only all the onions had diamonds.
Yeah. Look a little bird inside.
I will eat all the onions in the world. But
Nice.
yeah, it's good. Good. I'm happy for you. Well done. Me too. I started letting my hair more open because I used to keep it a lot in my, again, for other reasons, but now I'm just being as I am. And that's
Yes.
it.
And again, the bands, girl, they suit you so well.
I know, isn't it?
It's just kiss.
I need to cut it again. It
You need
grows
to
so
say, oh,
fast.
that's the thing, that's the thing, that's the thing, guys, that's the thing.
It's like an ongoing process, every
Yeah.
2 weeks. Oh boy. Okay. Do we move to next question? Do you want to make the question
Yes.
or I make it?
Yes.
You make
How do you manage your internal conflicts,
it.
Miss B?
Miss V. Yes, Miss Yo-Yo, I will tell you right away. um, to be honest, what I've noticed with these conflicts in me, it's when one side is fighting another side, yeah, on what you should be and who you really are. So what I started doing, and especially during meditation, really helps. First of all, acknowledge this, like pay attention to it, because I started paying attention to it because it's there for a reason. Like if it keeps bothering me all the time and having this internal conversation in my head, okay, what is it that you want? Like, why are you here? And then when you start listening and you pay attention and you start nurturing, basically, because most of the times it just wants attention, to be honest. um
Yes.
then I just nurture it, to be honest. I acknowledge it first and then I nurture it, and kind of like making peace with that that side of me that
That
I guess,
emotion.
yeah,
Yeah.
that emotion and whatever is coming at that point. And and then it's solved, you know.
Mm.
Sometimes it's hard because some, let's say, can we call them indoctrinations maybe that we had since like young age or whatever are stronger than the others, until you know your true side comes out, and you are like, okay, but I am not that what people told me, and I don't want to be like that anymore because it actually makes me tired, you know. Like, I want to be me, you know, because it's so much energy that we spend, to be honest, into trying to maintain, as you said, like, you know, keeping a certain look or being like this or like that, or um when we just have to just be you, and that's it, you know. But yeah, acknowledge, nurture it, solved.
It's sold. Yeah, indeed,
Solved.
indeed.
But it does, it takes a lot, at least for me, it does take a lot of like um I need to meditate a lot and really like pay attention. What is it that it wants? And just watch this chatter, and then I'm like, ah, okay. And ask questions also, you know, because you need to ask questions. And most of the time, not most of the times, every time I get an answer, you know?
Mm.
And I'm like, oh my God, that was easy. Fine. Why didn't you say so from the beginning? Okay, let's go and play ping pong or whatever, you know, sometimes, or an example. Um, yeah. How about you?
Yeah. um. Yeah, I would say I do the same. If anything, when I'm feeling something that is like kind of negative, if you want to call it that way, I'm like, bye, girl. And then I close myself into my cocoon,
Mm,
and I start thinking about it. I also have my internal conversations, if I'm not having it every day, but yeah, that's another subject. And 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 I'm like, damn, why am I feeling like this? But then, in the beginning, it's like you shouldn't feel like this, which is not always very healthy. It's like feel
mm,
it, let it let it pass, let it be how it is, and then let it go. And then, as I say, I go and go some ping pong.
yeah.
Or go
Mm.
go to bed. I start reading a book. I start listening to music. Sometimes when I'm having these things, I also put my music in high volume, that even the windows are shaking, and I just walk and walk and walk. Or if not, I go for a very long walk, and I start processing the whole thing. And I'm like, okay, now I feel better. And then it's like, and I also feel my legs tighter, so I think I'm good now. It's actually pretty nice.
It's done.
Yeah, but at the end, it's like, okay, this feeling, even though, I mean, if you hold on it for a very long time, it becomes toxic, not just for you, but for also for other people. And and that's about it. Or even if I'm having a conflict, let's say I'm having a problem with Alo, I let it out. And sometimes it's like he will be like, "Oh, I'm sorry," like, and I hope that I just calm down, and I tell him, okay, but now I need to go cool down. I cannot just go from this to that. I need my time and accept it. Okay, and accept that. Okay, now it's in the past.
Mm,
So that's about it. In a lot of the time, I think going to what we would say basic needs, like just
mm,
doing something you like, actually helps you to manage those internal conflicts and move on
mm.
and
But
move
this
into
is the
another.
thing. This is
Mm,
the thing, because I mean, there are many type of internal conflicts. Is not just
yeah.
one. But um, yeah, the thing that you said about when you have like a conflict, say that's actually an exterior conflict that you have, because we have, you know, internal with us and exterior when you have with someone else. Um, what I notice most of the times it's you know, when we feel like blowing up,
Yeah.
I think sometimes we should not blow up. Um, but we should acknowledge that we are angry, and we should express this to the person, like, hey, listen, but very calmly, because we should not blow up. Why? For many reasons. First of all, it's not good for your health, because it's causing stress, and as you said, for the environment also. And you should keep calm and say, hey, listen, I'm feeling angry now because of this and that. um I'm sure maybe you didn't mean to do it, but it hurt me, and this is how I feel right now. And and trying to express how you actually feel, and then even telling them also, like, I I see that you care, like, I see you. And sometimes, because, like, sometimes when you tell them these things, they will take it, depending how in tune they are with their with themselves, but they will take it on a very personal level, and they will start to blow up. So yeah, that's why I think it's very important to just keep, like, calm and relax, and just explain things as they are. And the same with yourself, because, like, the same with myself. Like, if my voice comes, like, at me, which sometimes comes, like, very angry, one voice, then I'm like, okay, listen, I appreciate you, and I love you the way you are, and I'm just having this peaceful talk with it, and kind of, like, calming it down. And and then it's like the other voice, like, calming down, and it's like, yeah, but you never pay attention to me, and, like, blah blah blah. And then he started to say what it wants, and then you know and then you give that.
Nice side. Ah.
No.
Yes. Well, a lot of the times, my internal conflicts are I like that. I did actually explain how I manage my internal conflicts. I just do what I like to do normally. Is
Mm-hmm.
any activity. Then I have the conversation with myself. Now, I do have to work more on my external conflicts. That's the thing. But that's the thing about me. Like, I like to argue when it comes to, like, debates about any topic. Like right now, I like this. Now, in my mind, I get like this, and you know, it's like, how you call that? It's like a dynamite. You're just setting it, and I'm like, boom. And then people are
but
like, but damn, are you
but you
okay?
are
No, I am
Venezuela.
not okay. Oh yes,
You
the
have
typical
Spanish
thing.
blood, you have Latina blood, you are.
Yeah, yeah. Those are the stereotypes of, yes, you guys have some fuego inside. Stop it. It's not like that,
Mm.
okay? It's not like that. No, it is like that. No, I don't know. It's you can actually, like, maybe I need some sun, and then I will calm down.
Yeah, sun will always help. It's recharging you. Okay, but I think that's it. I mean, for me, I don't have any more questions.
Or anything to add?
Sorry.
Or anything to add?
I don't have anything else to add, to be honest. I think I pretty much said everything that I wanted to say. Um, and if you do have anything to add,
Mm, no, right now.
I
No,
guess
no.
then we can go to chat and see answer some questions.
Let's go to Rat with the homies. Let's go.
um yes.
Vela Jean Life.
Bella Jean
Ooh,
Live, leave you. Hey, how are you doing? Apex. Swill was here. And who else?
Vela Jean, he say he had a lucid dream and now he feels relaxed. Oh, she, I don't know. She feels so relaxed and full of energy. God, I love those kind of dreams. I have to agree with that. Oof.
No question from me. You asked and answered everything. It was a really good post. Oh, thanks, Avex. Thank you. Nature. Hey. How are you doing? Okay, I guess if you know questions, then we can stop it here. And not just unless somebody has any questions. Other than that, I can just connect with chat and yeah, she's you're a great storyteller with a weak sense of humor and quick wit. She is, man. She's the way she's telling the stories is like we can't hear you.
Thank you.
Okay, no. Yeah, the way she's saying a story, it's funny and it has a lot of humor and she's putting also feelings in it, which is which makes it,
Thank you, guys.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm gonna switch now the scene
Yes, I will
and
be
be
on
with
the
them.
chat too.
Yes, and yeah, next week we have depression and anxiety.
And anxiety. Hmm.
Yeah, that's gonna be a that's gonna be a great topic.
Yes. Oh, James, whenever you want to, I don't mind.
No, it's gonna be good. It's an easy subject, I'm sure. I know, isn't it? Okay, Yo-Yo, thank you so much, girl. Let's catch in
Yes,
chat
good night.
and yeah, and keep in touch and enjoy the rest of your weekend, girl. Thank you so much.
Thank girl. Dale sango in the chat.
Let's go.
Sabelos.
Bye. See you.
Sabelos.
See you.